Flexing Anal Glam back here with another video. Thank you to everybody who watched my last video on the 1989 classic Roadhouse. Check it out, it's a great video and well worth a watch. This week I'm going to be continuing my series Why Did My Dad Show Me This? And I'm going to be looking at one of my favourite Arnold Schwarzenegger movies of all time, The Running Man from 1987. Directed by Paul Michael Glaser, best known for playing David Starsky in the iconic 1970s Starsky and Hutch television series. And of course the director of the horrific Shaq disaster Kazam in 1996. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe and to remember to tell people about this channel, otherwise I'll kill the family dog. So The Running Man is about a wrongfully convicted policeman, Ben Richards, played by Arnie himself, set in a dystopian future of 2017. The US is turned into a totalitarian police state following a worldwide economic collapse. Ben is put on a twisted version of American Gladiator, a nationally televised deathmatch called The Running Man, to win his freedom. Facing against a wide array of insanely awesome characters, the movie never shies away from absurdly crude humour, bloody violence and satirical messages. Somehow, The Running Man is based on a 1982 story by the king of horror Stephen King, under the pseudonym Richard Bachman. That man has so many fingers in many dirty little finger pies, and I love it. At first, Paul Michael Glaser declined directing the film adaptation because of the short pre-production period, and the studio decided to hire Andrew Davis, director of Steven Seagal movies such as Under Siege and Above the Law from 1988. Also directed The Fugitive in 1993 with Harrison Ford and Tommy Lee Jones, but by 1987 he hadn't actually directed a big-budget Hollywood movie. He was fired 2 weeks later and Paul Michael Glaser was hired instead. Obviously got a bigger paycheck this time. Superman himself, Christopher Reeve, was attached to play the lead of Ben Richards, and it appeared to be a very different film. Rather than being a wrongfully convicted prisoner competing for his freedom, he would be going on a violent game show for 30 days to feed his family, almost a battle royale Hunger Games situation. Arnie in an interview said that Paul Michael Glaser was shooting the film more like a TV series and lost a lot of the messages and social commentary that the original story had. The film was released on November 13, 1987 in the US, and with a $27 million budget, it made $38 million domestically, making a huge $1.8 million on its opening weekend. Not bad for an R-rated movie from 1987. Upon release, critics were immediately divided, with some people understanding and getting the campy satirical style very similar to RoboCop, and others not understanding this is an Arnie movie from the 80s, so it's not going to be Oscar worthy. Still brilliant. The Running Man is Arnie in his prime. He is a fucking powerhouse. He's the king of Hollywood after being the Terminator, Conan, and in Commando. Honestly, I don't know how he does it. The effects are a bit dated, the dialogue is so cheesy, you'll need a beer to wash it down, but fuck me, this is cinema. The over-the-top violence, exaggerated performances from all involved really helped sell this movie. Everybody is giving 100% and it totally pays off. I know this movie isn't perfect, by any means, but I wish more films nowadays would just take the risk and make a chaotically beautiful movie. We have no commentaries on gender, sexuality or any of that bullshit. It's just balls to the wall action, funny, it's brutal, and it's only an hour and 40. Easy peasy, grab yourself a 4-pack and you'll be off to the races. With these types of films, you have to not look at them from an academic point, but instead throw away all the education and knowledge of film you have and watch it as it was intended to be watched. This film was made for the average Joe wanting a fun time after a 12-hour shift and his wife's giving him bullshit because he hasn't done this and he hasn't done that. This film was not made for scholars. The quicker you get that into your mind, the better time you're gonna have. Okay, I've also got some trivia here, so I thought I'd go through it. So Richard Dawson, the original host of the game show Family Feud, hosts the in-game game show The Running Man. Arnie recommended Dawson as they are close friends, and Arnie is a big fan of Family Feud. Screenwriter Stephen E. Sousa wrote 15 drafts of the script over the course of the film's development. Paramount has announced making a remake in 2024 with one of my favourite directors, Edgar Wright, set to direct. Wright has been attached since 2021, and new up-and-coming star Glenn Powell is set to star as the lead. When Arnold Schwarzenegger ran for governor, he rode around in a campaign bus named after this film. In the movie, Schwarzenegger wears a World Gym sweatshirt in the scene after he escapes from the prison. World Gym was owned by Schwarzenegger at the time. Fleetwood Mac guitarist Mick Fleetwood and Frank Zappa's son Dweezil Zappa both appear in this movie. Sven Damon's bodyguard in the movie has been Arnie's real-life stunt double on movies such as Predator and the Conan movies. Alright, that's everything. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe, like, comment, do all of that. Make sure you, I don't know, slap someone, the next person you see. But yeah, just have a good day, and thank you very much for watching. Check out other stuff on this channel. Bye-bye.